Hi, this is Valerie I'm an independent consultant with Thrive Life, and today I am going to cook for you a simple plate meal. For those of you watching the replay, thank you for joining me, and I hope that this video is helpful for you to see this particular simple plate. Hello, say hi as you come in, and so I know that you're here, and hopefully if you make comments I'll be able to see them. Sometimes you can and sometimes you can't. So thanks again for joining me. Today I am making the chicken cranberry pot pie simple plate. This one is the family size, so it serves four comfortably. With a side like salad, this will feed my family of 5 just fine. The simple plate boxes, it comes like this, and it's about cereal sized, and you get the recipe card with all the ingredients and step-by-step instructions. And I have everything laid out here already, and you'll notice step 1, it is pie crust mix. So this chicken pot pie comes with everything you need except for butter. So you will need 1 stick of butter and an egg if you would like to do an egg wash on the pie crust. Now, it comes with a pie crust mix, but here's my little thing. I do not always make the pie crust because I'm all about simple and easy and fast, and sometimes I prefer just using the store-bought pre-made crusts. So you can use the frozen pie crust, except this is supposed to have one on top too, so that might not work. But the little pie crust that you get in the refrigerator section in a box, I will use those, and then it comes with the 2 pie crusts, and it's really fast and easy, and it saves me 10 minutes. So that's an option. I have also skipped the pie crust completely and just served this over rice and made it that way. So it's a little bit versatile, whatever your family and your time allows you to do. And if you don't make the pie crust, you can use it another day. So let me show you step 2. It has onions, garlic, a veggie mix. This is a great way to try kale and mushrooms and sweet potatoes, and chopped chicken. So the chicken is already cooked and chopped for you. And then step 3 is a seasoning blend, sweetened cranberries, and then our bechamel sauce mix, which is our white sauce mix. So I use that for my chicken broccoli Alfredo, and it's super good. Okay, so that's kind of a rundown of what's in the box, and then we're just going to go step-by-step instructions. So the very first thing is to make the pie crust. Now you can make this in a food processor, or you can use a bowl and a fork, or a pastry blender. I have never made it in my food processor. I have a Bosch food processor, and most food processors have the blades, and so that cuts things really easily. So we're gonna see if this actually works. So it's got this kind of blade in it. It's what I would use to make like a pizza dough. So we'll see how it goes. If not, I've got a bowl and my pastry blender as a backup. So the first step is to make the pie dough. So we have 1 cup of ice, well, 1 cup of water, and then you add ice to make it cold because pie crust likes it cold. Let's see, I'm gonna lift that up a little bit. Okay, we're gonna blend 6 tablespoons. So something you need to know about the simple plates, they either come, I don't know, you probably are seeing this backwards, but it'll say ingredients for 2-person or 4-person. A 4-person is what we are making. It's in orange, so you need to make sure that you follow all the directions in orange. If you have a classic box, then that is a 2-person box, and you need to follow all of the black, okay? So we are doing a 4-person meal, so it is orange, so we need 6 tablespoons of cold butter. If you use warm butter, it will not set up right, so it's really important that you use cold. Okay, so we are going to mix. I have my ice water We are going to blend butter and pie crust in a food processor. Let's see. I can move this so you can see it a little bit better. I have actually burned out several regular food processors. And so I was hoping that my Bosch would do the job, and I was just realizing as I was doing this that it doesn't have the typical little spinny blades. So we shall see. It's great for like processing, like if I want to make shredded cheese or cabbage or something like that. But we shall find out if it is good for making pie crust. So I went ahead and sliced it just to make it a little bit easier, I'm hoping. We will leave that off. It's honestly been a while since I've used this, so we shall see. Because basically what we're doing is cutting the butter in. That's what it's called. You're making the butter a really fine, like it's a crumble. You're mixing the butter in with the pie crust mix to make it crumbly. And I'm making a mess because I didn't have the lid. Got a mess I'm gonna have to clean up here when I'm done. Let's see if I can put that on. I have made a thing, but it's been a long time. Okay. You're getting all the mistakes here. So the butter is, I don't know if you can, it's not cutting in very well. So we might have to do this by hand. I heard the pitter-patter of little feet. My 3-year-old just woke up from a nap. Do you have a food processor at home, or would you have to do this by hand? By hand, it's possible. It just takes a little bit longer, but the way mine is going, it might equal the same. This is why I normally use a pre-made pie mix, but it does make a pretty good pie. And I'll tell you what is all in the pie crust mix. It's white flour, salt, cane sugar, and shortening powder. It's really loud, I'm sorry. slow it down a little bit. The texture is getting more granular as opposed to powdery. That's what it looks like as it adds the butter into it. I would say this is not the best food processor to use for this, but it is working, it looks like. I've got these little balls still. So all that has to be cut in. My intent had been to do this separately beforehand, but then ran out of time. So once the butter is mixed in, we are going to, oh, my trash man just came. I forgot to put out my trash. Whoops. All right. Okay, we're going to gradually add a half a cup of strained cold water. Okay. My ice is just about melted, so I'm going to say it's probably about to here that I need it. This says to add the water and mix it until the dough holds together. Press dough together, wrap with plastic wrap, and refrigerate for 10 minutes. So while we're making the filling, we will put this in the fridge. Now, I can already see that I did not get all of the butter mixed in, which is going to be a problem. But for the sake of time, I'm going to roll with it because you don't want to be watching this forever. Okay, so plastic wrap. So here's our crust. I'm just gonna put it in plastic wrap. And put it in the fridge. All right. Okay. So our next step is to make our filling. And hello, I'm really close. All right. So to make the filling, we need 4 1/4 cups of water. And we're going to use a medium saucepan, and we're going to heat up oil and saute garlic, and then we're going to add the vegetables, the chicken, and the onions. Saute that, and then we're going to add water. Okay. So I'm going to move the camera a little bit closer so you can get a good view of this. I'm going to go ahead and heat up that pan. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we got butter. that's going to heat up. And then one of the things that I really like about this is that it's really easy to just tear open. And this is all made out of recyclable plastic, so that is an awesome thing because there is very little waste in packaging. Oops. Okay. So we're going to saute that, or heat it up just until it's aromatic, about 10 to 30 seconds. I ended up coating my butter. Okay, I'm gonna turn that up just a little bit more. Now, because of the pie crust, this is one of the simple plates that takes a little bit longer, but if you're able to get around the pie crust thing, it actually comes together in about 10-15 minutes. So very, very fast once you get past the pie crust. Okay. We're going to add in the chicken, which is already cooked again, and it's small little dices. This has no seasoning on it. It's just chicken. And this one is our veggie mix. Again, it has mushrooms, sweet potatoes, and kale in it. And kale is on sale this month for our preferred customers. It's 30% off, which I am excited to restock up on. I love to add it to my eggs or my smoothies. You can even add it to brownies. If you powder it up and just kind of hide it in there. And then also onions. These are our chopped onions. I love not having to chop onions. It's one of those things that I hate doing, and if it's in my fridge, it will grow leaves. So this way I don't have to worry about it, and it's super fast. Okay. So there we go. We have this going on. Toast it a little bit. I am also not usually a big fan of mushrooms, but since I've started using Thrive mushrooms, or had them in my home, I use them a lot more than I would otherwise. Okay. All right, we're going to add the water. And my 1/4 cup of water. And now that it's added water, you might be able to see here, let me see if I can get a little bit closer. You see the sweet potatoes are nice and orange. Bring that up to you. The water just kind of brings it back to life. It's in a stasis, and it's shelf stable before the water comes to it. Same for the chicken. It's not going to go bad. It's not going to grow mold or rot on you. So if you get the simple plate and decide that you can't make it that night for whatever reason, it's not going to be an issue. Okay, we're going to bring this to a simmer and let it simmer for 6 to 7 minutes, and then we're going to add in cranberries and the seasoning blend and the bechamel mix. So while this is getting ready to simmer, I wanted to tell you a little bit more about this Mother's Day pack that's on sale through today. Today's the last day to get it. You get this simple plate, and then you also get 3 snackies. I'll bring my stand over here. Okay, so the 3 snackies you're getting are Havarti cheese and pretzels. This is really good. Havarti cheese is a softer cheese. It's kind of crunchy, but it kind of, I don't know, it's good. This is a really great snack if you're looking for a protein type snack for your kids. Pretzels are just the regular pretzels. And then my kids, especially my 3-year-old, really loves cheese. So this is a good one. It's a softer cheese. This is Fuji apples. And these are resealable bags, so they open up in the back, pull the tab along the back. I already did that one, so you can't see it, but it has this little notch right here. Pull it like that, okay? And that opens it up. And it's a Ziploc seal, so it's, you can just reseal it. You can refill these. I've done that before so that I can take these on the go when I'm out and about. And then this is what it looks like. It's got the skin on it. It makes a really great snack. You can hear it's crispy, it's dried. There's no added sugar or anything like that. It's just Fuji apples. Because it has the skin on it still, potentially you could use this to make jam because it would have the pectin in it still. I haven't tried it, but I've been curious. And then mangoes. Have you tried to chop a mango? It's not very fun, is it? Okay, so these are already chopped for you. They're peeled. The middle's already been taken out of it. So it's really good, and they're sweet. This has 3 servings, which is about a half a cup. So if you follow Weight Watchers, I would follow the serving size for these fruits and count it as 0 points. If you eat more than that, then you want to be careful. But again, mango's the only ingredient, no added sugar, and it feels like a lot more than there is the 3 servings in there. But these are great for taking on the go, and it gives you a great variety trying some of our fresh fruit. Now, something that makes us special than your grocery store produce, besides the fact that it's not going to rot on you, it wasn't harvested until it was fully ripened, which I think is pretty cool. I learned over the last few years that like our apples, they're picked before they're ripened, and then they are transported and they're artificially ripened with the chemical spray. And then sometimes they end up in cold storage for like up to 2 years. I've been to the big box stores and gone to the produce, and it's like frozen. And now I know why. It's because they keep them frozen to keep them from rotting. And then when they get to the shelves, how long is their shelf life? Like bananas, it's pretty quick. So this is really awesome because it's not harvested until it is ripened. And the way they keep it from going bad is that they flash freeze it. And in that flash frozen state, it maintains their nutrition and all their flavor. And it's done within 2 to 4 hours of picking. So it's going to be the healthiest you can get without going to your own garden and picking it and eating it that day. And then all of the moisture, all the liquid, all the water is taken out of the produce, and it's now shelf stable, and it's all that wonderful goodness is locked in. We don't source from China at all. We have a promise called the Nutri-Lock Promise, and I think it is on here, but I don't see it. Some of our stuff, it will have a mark. It's a little like padlock, and it's the Nutri-Lock Promise. I don't think it's on the Snackies bags, but on the cans, we offer our food in cans. That is a Nutri-Lock Promise, and it's just the promise that it has been well taken care of and is the best you can get on the market. And if for whatever reason you don't like what you're getting, you can always return it. We have a guarantee. So, or if something wrong happens, like say, mistakes happen. I got a pizza simple plate and the tomato sauces package ended up all over the box. Call customer service, they'll replace it. So we have an amazing customer service. We want our people to be happy, and so we will do what it takes to make that happen. All right, so our food is looking good here. Let's see, so that's what it looks like. It's nice and refreshed. Our next step is to add the cranberries. So these are sweetened cranberries. They have a little bit of sugar, and the sugar that we use is cane sugar. Not beet sugar. And this is not going to be like your craisins. It's going to be like just a touch of sweetener because Cranberries are so tart. Okay, seasoning blend. And then the bechamel sauce. Oh man, those seasonings. Let's see. Let me tell you what seasonings are in there. Chef's Choice, which is like an all-purpose seasoning. And then Italian seasoning. That's what I'm smelling. I love like basil. It's good stuff. Okay, so I'm going to mix in the bechamel sauce. I don't know if you can see it. Let me move this over here. A professional cameraman, I am not. Okay. Okay, here we go. And this makes just a really nice white sauce. I really, really like this. Oops, shaking here. Like this recipe. In fact, for Thanksgiving, I made this instead of a regular turkey. It has those nice fall flavors, but you don't have to wait for the fall to eat it because everything is already fresh and sitting in your pantry with it. Okay, so here we go. And then you just do this until it's thick. Add salt and pepper to taste. Let the filling cool while we work on the flour. Okay, so I'm gonna turn that off. Now, I'm not gonna hold you up much longer. So I just want to give you a hint when you roll out the dough. This is the easiest way to deal with pie crust. Take that off the stove here. Okay. You take parchment paper or wax paper, you put your dough here on it, and then cover it, and then roll it out. Life is so much easier than if you're just trying to do it on a flat surface. So that is my trick and tip for you. After it's rolled out, we're going to put it in the pan, one on the bottom, we'll fill it, one will go on top, we'll poke holes in it, and then we will bake it for about 20 minutes. So that is the chicken cranberry pot pie simple plate. You can get it by itself. Today's last day. It's retails for $50 with all of those snackies, but use the code MOMDAY20, 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 and you'll get 20% off, so it brings it down to $40. You can click the link through my website and order it, and it will get to your home probably within a week and a half, and when you're ready to try it, it'll be there waiting for you. And so I hope you enjoy this. I know it was really long, and I'm sorry, but I hope you find that helpful. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will talk to you later. Feel free to comment with questions, and I will get back to them as I watch the replay, or as they show up from the replay. So thanks again for watching. Have a great day.